This feature for Clizbeats.com is being brought to you by Turfhound.com. Turfhound Products allows you to maximize performance and just makes for a better golf game. So on the course, on the range, or in the backyard, make Turfhound.com your choice. Hey guys, we're here at WSTW and we're getting ready to celebrate the holiday season. They have a brand new holiday CD called WSTW Presents Hometown Heroes, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. We're going to talk to Mark Rogers. He's one of the key producers and local DJs here at the station. And we're going to get a performance from local band SOULoh. So you're not going to want to move or do anything like that because you're just going to regret it if you do. Stay right here with Clizbeats as we bring you more holiday cheer. See ya.
Jingle bells and deck the halls, catalog.
93.7 WSTW. It's time for Hometown Heroes. 2 hours of the best local music in the Delaware Valley.
All right, we're here now with WSTW Hometown Heroes host and all-around contributor to this CD here. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Mark Rogers. Mark, thanks for joining me here with Clizbeats.
Thanks for having me on your show here, on your production. It's great. Paul contacted me back in, I guess, the summer, said they wanted to put out a Hometown Heroes Christmas CD. Mm-hmm. I suggested some of the newer artists that have kind of come onto the show in the past year, and Paul also knew some of the people who'd been on the show in years past and had contributed last CD, so kind of got a mix there. You can see like some artists that have been around for a while and some newer artists like Outset was a new one that came on the show this past year. Laura Cheadle, Otis Spunk are some of the newer ones, and I know Steve Ketterer was on the last one, Rebecca Fischel, and Mary Arden Collins. She's been around for a long time, but it's a really cool, eclectic mix of artists. I'm glad how it turned out because it's a great mix of music, I think.
A long list of corporate sponsors and producers and musicians have all come together for a great cause to create this CD. WSTW's Hometown Heroes presents Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. This CD features great bands like Outset, Lights Out, and the likes of John Fay, including these guys that I'm sitting here with right now, singing the title track, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, SOULoh. Tell me a little bit about how this track came together and what you contributed to the sound.
I hit print on the lyrics and just kind of sang them and wrote the chords, and Vin came by and we demoed it out, and 2 days later we were in the studio hitting record.
We didn't want to do it exactly how the song is recorded. We wanted to put our own twist on it, which we did. My friend Davey, a great trumpet player, he did his thing. Mario Palavani also played piano.
Tried to remove ourselves from the original in a way where I didn't listen to a track, when we arranged it.
There's a lot of great people on here. Like for instance, we were talking with SOULoh. There's also the Hometown Heroes.
Yeah, it's kind of the all-star We Are the World sort of lineup.
Exactly. Yeah. And just an array of so many great talents. And how did something like this come to be on your end of things?
Well, I have to give the props for that to Paul Janoka from Kendall Studios. You see their logo on there, Kendall Studios.
Exactly.
On my MySpace page, I put out an announcement to the artists to let them know that this is going on. If you want to get a song on the CD, or at least in consideration for the CD. Like, I forget, we set a date, I think it was October 1st or something like that. Send a CD either to me or Paul. Some people actually went to Paul's studio and recorded their cuts and stuff. Some people recorded them other places. Then Paul and I got together, I guess it was in October, and listened to all the CDs we got in and got input from, we call it the panel. So we kind of had to listen to them and go with production quality. Sometimes we got doubles of certain songs, you would do too much of that, and it's kind of a whittling down process till we got to the tracks you see here.
The Hometown Heroes is among, the group itself is based of many different people out of the Delaware area, like John Fay, Cliff Hillis from Ike, among others. We have yourself playing guitar, and Paul Lewis, and
but I was there. Laura Cheadle was there. She sang. She also does a Santa Baby on the record that's just phenomenal. Paul Lewis, as you said, was there. I ended up laying down a guitar part because when I got to the studio, I was so nervous about my vocals going, you know, all these people are just great vocalists, and they're great singers, and that's what they do. And I've always kind of thought of myself as a guitar player first, so I got very self-conscious and kind of nervous. So I did a guitar track that they ended up not using. I went back in, and Mario and Paul kind of said, nah, it's not the direction we were kind of trying to go, so get in the booth and lay it down. So I went and I gave it my best, and I'm in there. I think I start the second verse of the Lennon tune, and that's that. And out of that, I remember as soon as we were done, Paul Lewis went to start tracking his Rudolph, and I was messing with my amp doing something. I don't even remember what I was doing. And he said, well, why don't you just plug in and play? And I said, okay, what are you doing? He said, Rudolph. I was like, well, what key are you? What key are you in? And he said, C. I said, count it in. And 2 takes later, they went, that's a wrap, head home.
I just find this track interesting, Perpetually 25.
By Laura Citra.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
It's really nice. It's cool. It's kind of a song about her getting together with old friends. Like, they get together every Christmas. She was telling me about this. It's true. A band that she used to be in. She gets together with the guys from the band around Christmas time every year, and in their minds, they're still 25, like how they were back when they were in the band. So it's kind of like they get together and they're kind of like who they were years ago, even though obviously years have passed. It's kind of a cool,
like a nostalgia.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of vibe.
That's the word I was looking for. Don't want to be too generic. Say, oh, I love them all.
Oh,
I mean, 'cause it
number
is
2 with Light and Love, track 2. That's an original.
That's a beautiful song by Gina Degnars. That's a great one.
All the money goes to Toys for Tots. You also get to hear the Hometown Heroes. You can't lose. You just can't lose with this CD. I think it's great.
How'd you guys get involved with Toys for Tots?
Toys for Tots mainly just because it's a great charity that's associated with Christmas, and you know they do their toy drive every year. And the CD 2 years ago was for Toys for Tots as well. So we thought, well, let's be considered called Toys for Tots, and yeah, of course they wanted to do it. Sergeant Brian Lynn has been really helpful in helping us find some places to sell the CD and getting it organized. And
Where can we go pick this thing up if we want to go get it?
well, let's see. You got Borders Books and Music in Newark and Wilmington. Burt's Compact Discs in Newark and Wilmington. Also Newark and Wilmington, Accent Music. There's Rainbow Records, Wonderland Records, Suburban Equipment in Stanton, Gymboree Learning Center on Concord Pike, which is one of the sponsors. Acme Markets down in University Plaza in Newark. And the Wilmington Drama League is going to feature it there for all their December productions.
We hope everybody has a good holiday season and enjoys listening to it as much as we enjoyed making it.